Hello, welcome back to my channel. This just came in the mail, so this is the Ice Cream Beauty box for July. So we're gonna go ahead and open it. I had it in the fridge for a little bit. We're only about 104, which isn't bad for this time of year, but it was sitting in the mailbox for like an hour before I was able to go out and get it because I was in the middle of filming and wrapping Christmas gifts in the other room. And then it also sits on the mail truck. So I tried to put it in, so hopefully nothing is gooey. It shouldn't be. Most makeup is actually rated. It's tested at temperatures of like 160, 180, which sounds kind of high to people, but when you think about how hot those shipping trucks get, because the only trucks that are refrigerated are the ones for like meat and food. So it should be all right, but this is gonna run you, what is the price increase? Like 27? I think I'm still paying 25, but I'm like grandfathered into like the original pricing. I think if you sign up as a new member, it's like 27 now, which isn't bad. It's 5 full-size items, all indie brands. I am also currently signed up for the duochrome subscription, which I think is an extra $7, and they don't charge shipping because if you're already a subscriber, they just include it. So I think that's in here also. So we'll talk about that when we get to it, but let's see what's in here. Okay. So July's theme is Roaring Summer Nights, and they do include a card. BoxyCharm used to, and they don't anymore. Once they got absorbed into Ipsy, it's the cards like became non-existent, but it has the pricing, which I appreciate. And then this is the duochrome subscription. It's so far we've only gotten loose pigments. I'm gonna keep it for a couple of months just to see what stuff we get, and then I'll probably cancel it, but that is a separate subscription, so we'll look at that at the end. And you can get it on its own, but it's $7, and then it would be plus whatever she's charging for the shipping. Like I said, I don't pay shipping for it because it's thrown in with this. So let's see. Right on top, there's something from Medusa's Makeup. This looks like a baked shadow in the shade Set List. This is like a gunmetal pewter gray kind of a shade. I'm not going to keep this, so I'm going to leave this in the package. This just doesn't look like a color that I would reach for as a single. I do like their individual shadows. I used to have a whole bunch. The only ones I kept were the glittery ones. Like I have their potted, like they come in little pots like this from Medusa's Makeup, but it's glitter. I kept all of that, and I just got rid of the regular shadows just because I wasn't reaching for them, but they're good quality. So this retails for $14, which seems like Medusa's Makeup stuff has gotten pricey. I think everybody's stuff has gotten pricey, but yeah, this will go in the giveaways, like I said, just because I'm not going to use it. And then this is in the shade Beach Bunny. This is a halo glow stick. I had 2 of these from Medusa's Makeup, and I didn't like either one of them when I was doing my declutters. Like the one looked like Vaseline, like it blended out and just looked shiny, like there was no glitter, like it just looked like it was Vaseline. And then the other one didn't have, it was like a champagne color, and I feel like it was separated. This is a Benefit like highlighter stick, and look how pretty that is. The 2 that I had did not look like that. So this one, whilst it may be better, I'm not gonna risk opening it. So this will also go in my giveaways, and somebody else can try it. What does this retail for? It says Tiger Lily. Is that the same product that I'm looking at? Halo Glow. I don't know why it says Tiger Lily. I wonder if I ended up getting a different shade. I don't know. I got Beach Bunny. I'm wondering if that's something else. I don't think so. Anyways, we'll pass that on. Hopefully it's good. Like I said, the other 2 that I had, and I don't know what shade I had. I think I might have just thrown them away. Let me look. Let me dig in here. If I threw them away, they'll be in this trash can. Hold on. fished them out of the bottom, so I will swatch them for you so you can see. And they are not the same shade as this one, so hopefully this one is better. Probably think it's gross that I dug in the trash, but it's all like stuff for my lip product declutter. So like expired liquid lipsticks, bullet lipsticks, and then just packaging from packages. So not as gross as it seems, but I didn't even bother putting these in the declutter because they just didn't seem like they did anything. So this is in sepia, and it looks like a pretty champagne color. So when you swatch it on, like, that looks nice. But then when you blend it out, like, it just looks like Vaseline. Because like I said, that's what I do with this, but it just didn't translate well. I mean, maybe I'll put all of these together. This might be the one that, looks like it's doing a little bit of something, but it's very natural. This one smells like a crayon. Yeah, this one doesn't smell good. So like a expired crayon. This is the one that I think was more like Vaseline-y. Like, again, there it is right there. So it's got a little bit of a reflect, but then when you, and again, they kind of smell like a crayon. So these two, because I've had them for a while, those will just go back in the trash. I'll leave this one sealed. Hopefully this one is better, because I feel like they're getting close with that one, but again, because it smelled kind of, like I said, it doesn't stink, but it smells a little like expired crayon-y, which generally means it's starting to turn, so to speak. So I'm not going to open that one. I think I ended up getting a different shade because it says Tiger Lily on here and this says Beach Bunny. $12. This retails for $12. Somebody else can use that. This is from Chantico Beauty. It is a liquid eyeshadow, but it's in a little teddy bear. This is the only thing that I saw in the spoilers for this month. Chroma Cub Multi-Chrome Liquid Eyeshadow retails for $20. Let's see, bear-shaped bottle, multi-chrome shifts with free blink. Apply directly to the lid with the wand and let dry. No need for a base or powder. Make sure to keep an eye out for the full collection on their website. Get $10 off their latest 9 duochrome Diosa Volume 1 palette with code Eyescream. So if you want to go on there, it's EYESCREAM. Exactly like ice cream. Not ice cream, Eyescream. Just like the box is spelled, and you can get $10 off. So this is what the packaging looks like. It is very cute, and I like, this isn't quite the shade that I normally get. This one's like the blue, aqua, lime green, orange. Normally I get the one with like the pink shift in there, but this looks pretty. It says to apply it with the wand. It kind of has a little bit of a paint smell. It's not bad though. But again, here's the little bottle. He's very cute, and the stuff is in his belly. You can kind of see where the wand applicator is applied, but here's the color. This is pretty. I think I have one other thing in this like shift color, because generally I get, like I said, the oil slick one where it's like pink and green and orange, but this is really pretty too. So you can see kind of the blue shift in there. So $20, very cute. See how it dries down. Okay, what is this? Glossy Babes Lip Gloss Palette by Cheeky Rose Beauty retails for $22. I feel like there's a hair, probably dog hair, on my face. 12 Universal Lip Palette. I We'll open this and show you, but I'm not going to keep this. I don't tend to use lip palettes. It's very pretty. Somebody else, so these are all lip colors. You can go in with a lip brush. These are small enough you could go in, like big enough you could go in with your finger too, or like a Q-tip, some kind of applicator. But somebody else, we are just batting 1,000 here. So far, the only thing I'm keeping is the little teddy bear multi-chrome, but that's fine. That happens from time to time. And then the last thing is a palette. Oh, this is Dee Dee's signature. This is the Lioness Heart palette. Retails for $40. I do like, it says it's pressed pigment palette. I do like her formula. Looks like this was a collab because it has Ice Cream Beauty on the packaging. So I think this was created for the box. Does it say created for those bold enough to rule their own jungle? Lioness Heart features a regal mix of rich mattes, radiant shimmers, and shifty duochromes that war with pigment and fierce versatility. Let's see. There's also a new Golden Tides palette from the company. Looks like this was created for the box because, like I said, it has the Ice Cream Beauty branding and then Dee Dee's signature on the top, and then the picture, and then the back has just ingredients and flowers. This looks pretty. Oh, I was like, why is it white? But those are to protect the shimmers. So these are all the matte shades. So it looks like there's like a dark green, a brown, a lime green, kind of a plum. You got the orange, purple, red, pink. So those are all the mattes. So let's see. Let me get these out carefully here. And it's just little like styrofoam. I wish more companies did that. I mean, I know it takes time to put those in, but like last month, the one palette, one of mine came broken, and then my friend Christine said one of her palettes was completely shattered. So I wish more companies would take the time, especially with like the duochromes. They tend to be extremely soft. So it's, how many mattes? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 mattes, and then 4 shimmers. So let's look, swatch. So we have like the Seafoam and this peachy shade. Be able to see the shifts a little better on those. And then there's this white. It's very flaky, but it's very reflective. And then this bronzy color, looks like it's got a lavender shift. So those are pretty. And then let's look. Try and dry my hand off. I just want to see, I don't like to dip into the mattes because I feel like you can hard pan, but there's the plum shade. I just want to see how pigmented. Seems like it's their normal formula. Their stuff is really pigmented, so seems good. So there's one of the matte shades. Very nice. And then here's the, didn't move. So the duochrome, like I'm rubbing on it and it's staying put. So that is good. So I'm going to keep the palette and the little teddy bear. Everything else is going to go in the giveaway, which, like I said, that happens every once in a while. They can't all be winners. And like, these are not dud products. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use this. And then I've had bad luck with, and it makes me sad because all I've been using are highlighter sticks because I don't wear much powder. I have a little bit of powder on under my eyes today just because we went to a function at the ballet studio for my daughter, but most days there's no powder. So I have complete, like, this is all cream products on my face. So it makes me sad because that's what I'm using now. By the time I got around to using the two that I had, the one had expired and the other one you saw kind of blends away to nothing. So I'm kind of intrigued what shade this is. So maybe I'll open it and look at it and then just not swatch it, unless, like I said, I'm compelled because I do use, it took me a long time to come around to the cream highlighters, but, and even my Rare Beauty liquid highlighter I use, and I blend it in with my liquid blush when I want a glowy, because a couple of my liquid blushes are matte. Let's see what shade you are. Oh yeah, this is a dark bronzy color. This smells like a crayon too. Yeah, this is a bronze shade. Maybe their stuff just smells like that. So I'll keep all three of these together, and then maybe somebody else, because like I said, the one I think would work for somebody else. So I'll keep all three of these together. Somebody else can hopefully. Some stuff, and I've encountered it with lipstick, it just smells like a crayon, because if there's no fragrance or anything in it, sometimes that's what the chemicals smell like. It's a little bit odd. And then when they expire, like, they really stink, but it seems fine. So if the brand new one smells like that, I'll just keep them as a trio, and then somebody else can decide if they want to use them or not. So let's look at the duochrome subscription. So this looks like it has the same shift as the Bear. It's like blue, green. You can kind of see it in the lid, and then we'll open it and take a look. I like these loose pigments because they don't really expire. This one's lime green. And then this one's more of like an aqua color. So let's see. There's no information. It's just the little bag. Is there plastic? No. What am I feeling? Maybe the sticker on the lid? There we go. Okay. So yeah, this one, like I said, they're just loose pigments. You can kind of see a little bit of the shift in the lid, but let's see if I can get some out here. So it's like blue and maybe a tealy kind of a shift. So there's the first one. These are messy, but again, like loose glitter, they don't really expire, because I have those glitter pigments that are kind of like this from ColourPop, from the Kathleen Lights. She did the Zodiac ones, and those are old. I have the whole set, but there's nothing wrong with them. So this one, you can kind of see, is really dark, and then it has a lighter shift. So let's tap in here. And then again, I just push in with my finger. Normally I would use a brush. So this is a dark green with a light green shift. There you go. And then there's a lot left. I'm making a mess here. My poor carpet. Because I'm just wiping my hand off on the carpet. We're ripping the carpet out in this room, so I'm not concerned about it. Looks like this one might have a little bit of an orange to it, so that's pretty. But again, like I said, I like stuff like this because it doesn't go bad. Like this, because it's got a wet base, will eventually dry out. These will not. There's the little, it's like Tinkerbell pixie dust kind of poofed. So this is like a sagey color. So there's that one. These are pretty. I like this trio better than what we got last month. So again, as long as I'm happy with the stuff, like I said, I don't know that I was super excited last month. I don't know that I even opened and swatched this stuff though. I might have to. Let me go pull out the ones that I got last month and we'll swatch those. This is turning into a long video, I apologize, but I didn't open these last month. I just looked at them, so I like those three. Let's open these and actually swatch them. So there's a white one. I'll try and get in here without digging my nail in too far. It looks like it's got a little bit of a pink shift. Oh, that's pretty. Definitely like that better. Since I opened it, I wasn't super excited looking at it unopened, but okay. And then there's a purple one. It's like a lavender color. And again, they're just loose pigments. Very sparkly though, so that's pretty. And then let's look at this other one, looks kind of orangey. Definitely like these better since I opened them. So as long as I'm happy with them, I'll keep getting this, because like I said, I do like this kind of thing. Just because with the amount of makeup that I have, like I said, stuff like this eventually dries out on me. It just does. I don't get through it fast enough. I have too much stuff, so I like the powders. So this color, I think I have one in the ColourPop that's very similar to this, where it's kind of orangey red like that. So those are pretty. And these are, it's like super finely milled, but they very much remind me of the ColourPop ones that I have, and I need to figure out, probably put those in a giveaway at some point. I don't, like I said, they're still good. They're just taking up space. So those are the 6 duochrome pigments from the duochrome subscription. So yeah, if you are interested in this, you can do it as an add-on, or you can do it separately. I don't know if they're selling these on their website, because they do sell things, because this is their own brand, so to speak. So I don't know. I haven't really looked that closely, but I will link all their information down below. Thank you guys so much. Sorry this was a longer video, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you in another video. Bye everybody.